So that is what's left of a screw that holds the rocker panel on. It's in a little there's a little you see right there. It's a threaded insert that the screw screws into, and if you've been following along with this whole project, you'll know that all three of them broke off on this side as I was trying to remove them, and two of them I was able to weld enough of a stub on to get them out. I gave up on this one. I guess it was getting late in the day or whatever. And there's still a stub there. I'm going to try to grab it with vice grips. I don't know if I did this before. I probably did. But I'm going to try to grab it with vice grips. See if I can turn it out. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to drill it out, but trust me, it will come out one way or another. I don't think I'm turning the screw. I think I'm just eating away at the piece of weld that I managed to get on the tip of the screw. Now the problem I might have is I tried welding from the back side as well as this side. I might have excess weld on the other side as well. So even if I get it to turn, I may not get it out. There we go. Broke off the weld. So that makes my decision for me. We're going to be drilling, but at least now I have a somewhat concave place to put my drill bit. So I'm going to start with the very smallest drill bit I have. Hopefully I can get it centered in there. Tend to want to walk a little bit. This bit is so small for drilling in steel. Wouldn't surprise me if I break it and have to step up to the next size. Trying to guide it over to get it more centered, because it did walk just a little bit. Okay, let's try a bigger bit. got this thing as far in the chuck as it will go, so as to minimize the flex on the bit. Not quite centered. And it's not the end of the world, because you can get your finger back there, I believe, even with the rocker panel on, and put a nut behind it. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see. Yeah, my bit is not long enough to go through, at least the way it's chucked in there now. Not long enough to go through all the way. Uh-oh, now I've created myself a problem. I broke my bit. That never ends well. So I've been beating on it with a chisel and a hammer, and I think it's starting to move. And by it, I mean the entire piece that the screw had threaded into. I don't feel it on the back side. Yeah, I do feel it coming away from the back side finally. So I think it's going to punch out of there and I'll be able to replace it. Yep, the hole is nice and clean. So this is what it looks like. It has a shaft here. It's threaded. I'll have to see if I can acquire one of those. If not, as I said, I'm pretty certain that I could hold a nut there and get the screw started. That would hold it on, but okay, that job's done for now because I have nothing to repair it with. Just zoom in on that hole. It's nice and clean, other than this is from the flux from the welder, the kind of brownish gray stuff. But the hole's nice and clean. I'll be able to work with that.